The missing link to level up your consciousness. Hey my friends, welcome back to AttractPassion. Today we have an important topic because as many times we are talking about how to visualize your vision of the future, yourself in the future. What are the things that you would like to manifest? And many times we are then visualizing a certain amount of income. We visualize certain material things that we want to have. We visualize ourselves being finally financially free. We also feel the emotions of it, like gratitude and joy for that upcoming future. But then the question is what we will do after that practice, because we can visualize it, but if we don't know how to act and behave so we can walk towards that future, usually most people fall back into their old habits and then they say it's not working. So a practice of visualization is truly powerful. But the main magic in that practice happens when we change ourselves in the present moment. When we are not so focused on the outcome, but rather we are focused on who we are becoming, so the outcome can happen as a reflection of the change of ourselves. We are always in the now. Our body is always in the now. Mind can wander into the past, it can wander into the future, what can go wrong, what can go right. But we as the consciousness, having that human experience, are always in the now. From that present state, we can always choose what to do, just if we are not distracting ourselves. So today I want to give you a missing link so you will become even more self-aware, so you can shift your consciousness onto the greater level of awareness. And most of the times, what is lowering down our consciousness the most are what we call negative emotions, because it is pulling us back into subconscious programs. Those are subconscious behaviors. Those can be emotions of sadness, emotions of fear, stress, anger, being judgmental, being competitive, being, lazy, or whatever you can find as a negative emotion. What today I want to talk with you is being aware when you are in that emotional state, being aware what will you do in it. The missing link here is that you become aware how you're acting or reacting when you're sad, how you're acting or reacting when you're afraid, how you're acting or reacting when you're stressed, and so on. Why it is important. It is important because most of the time we are truly in those emotional states. So when we recognize the patterns, what we're doing when we're afraid of something, we will become conscious of those patterns. When we become conscious of certain patterns, then we can choose, well, is it aligned with my vision of the future? If no, I will change something right now. Maybe I will identify the fear, what is bothering me. If I'm sad, why I'm sad right now? What can I do to elevate my state? Can I go into nature? Can I meditate a little bit? Can I listen a music which can uplift me? Maybe I can create some art, or whatever it is. When you're angry, channel that anger into something which will not be harmful for others. It's the most important thing, because once we become aware of our behaviors in these lower states, we become conscious, and as soon as we become conscious of certain behaviors, we become more self-aware. That's what is raising our consciousness, being more self-aware. Most people are walking around unconsciously, acting and reacting to the environment. They are victimizing themselves by what is happening around them. But when we start truly working on ourselves, we learn to overcome that emotional state. So by doing it over and over again, we will master our emotional state. So when we master our emotional state, we master our fear, we master our stress, we master our anger, and so on. And that's what is raising our energy, because we become more loving. When you master your behaviors, when you're afraid, you will always choose greater behaviors which are based on love, on compassion. Firstly, having compassion for yourself, then having compassion for others. How you're reacting when people are around you. Are you channeling your fear or sadness or anger onto others? Or are you becoming aware of it and you're saying, hey, my friend, right now I'm in emotional reaction, so I need to take some time for myself and we can talk about it later. It can save many relationships, and that's a huge missing link that we need to figure out for ourselves, becoming more conscious of our behaviors in those negative states. So truly be aware how you are acting when you're sad, and what can you change every time when you will be sad. What can you change right now? What can you improve about yourself? Do not identify yourself by the thoughts which are telling to you why you should be sad, why you should be afraid, but rather think about what can you improve right now. See this moment of sadness as an opportunity to change, opportunity to transform, to become that butterfly of freedom. The life is always pushing us to grow, to become a better version of yourself, to overcome that state. Be a master of your body, because the thing is that every time when you will react more consciously in your life, when you will deal with your negative emotions more consciously, something in your reality will change. You will get closer to your wanting manifestations because you are shifting your energy. Every time when we change our energy, when we change how we think, when we change how we feel, when we change how we are acting and reacting, we meet new synchronicities, new manifestations happens. And all of those times the universe is giving us like a feedback of change. So keep up with your work, because everything is possible for you. But firstly, you need to be aware that everything is possible. Work on yourself like that, and always remind yourself that you're just experiencing it. You are not it. You are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You're just experiencing it. So it's an expression of energy, and you can always use it the way you want to use it, how you want to channel your emotions, how you want to inspire yourself, by which thoughts you want to be defined, if you want to be defined by any thoughts. And this is it. So one more time, I'm sending you love, power, and blessings. Have a beautiful day, and see you soon. One love.